Hi YouTube, today we're diving back into history. For students today, learning history might be boring and seems like a huge waste of time. But what if I asked you the history of the first armored fighting vehicle? Today we're talking about tanks. Laronow's fighting vehicle, an example for the first armored car used to withstand a war against enemies yet can be only seen on blueprints. Early years of the First World War, British troops were having a problem against Germany's heavy machine gun and its artillery. The British Army demanded a weapon that supports ground troops with heavy firepower to mow down enemy infantry, crossing trenches without any trouble. The Landship Committee was created and began to develop the new type of weapon. On September 10th, Little Willie, the first tank in history, was out for testing. Sadly, the tank couldn't pass the test because it failed to achieve what it needed to do, crossing trenches. British engineers redesigned and improved Little Willie, making it longer and completely reorganized the interior, and the British introduced the first tank in history, the Mark I. In the Battle of Samoa, Mark I's were brought to the battlefield and hoping for a miracle. Then, the miracle happened. Those mighty combat vehicles freaked out the Germans, pushing them in both confusion and horror. The tank performed really well, reducing British casualties, but suffers just a bit of problems. Germans couldn't let their rival just punch through their lines in a single shot. They needed something as a response. Joseph Vollmer, a German automobile designer and engineer, created the A7V. After and late World War I, lots of tank developments have been growing, especially in Germany. Few months after World War I, General Erich Ludendorff of the German High Command said that Allied tanks were one of the main reasons for Germany's defeat. In 1934, the Panzerkampfwagen I was created in order to complete the Blitzkrieg plan. Yet, after the lessons learned from the Spanish Civil War, developments continued, resulting in the Panzer II, then the Panzer III, and then the Panzer IV.